Look at it. This is a showstopper. You want to go fly high alpha? It does it automatically. You don't even need to do anything. Okay guys, we are here at the field. It's 7 o'clock in the morning, and there is really no wind. You can see that the wind is very, very, very mild right now. And we have something really cool here. This is the third iteration of the forward swept wing series of planes that I've been making, and this is the X-29 by Grumman and NASA. So, a little brief history on this. I'm not really a good history teacher, but Grumman and NASA in 1984-ish wanted to experiment with the forward swept wing. They obviously probably saw spy photos of the Su-47, and they wanted to see what the deal was with that, and the active canards and things like that. So, and also flight control, flight by wire, and a full flight computer system. That's another thing they wanted to do. So they had a very successful testing phase with this, and it did some amazing things. It could basically hover. It did have thrust vectoring, and yeah, like fly by wire. So they were not able to fly this without a flight computer. The main test pilot said that this would not fly without a full-on flight computer suite. So I've seen RC versions of this fly, and I have flown this 6 times already. I stupidly was going to keep it secret because I didn't want to get this thing flying and have everybody want me to release it and then just bail out on the thrust vectoring. Unfortunately, I kept the fan in a place where I thought that the weight balance would work with thrust vectoring, meaning I could add more weight to the back and have enough forward area for the battery, because this fuselage is so long and there's a lot of space in here. I can show you. So, but right now you see where I have that 2200 battery. So there's really no real space for thrust vectoring. So I honestly, after flying this thing and rewatching the video, oh, there's a bee on me. After rewatching the video, it with a little more control. So you're not going to want thrust vectoring, because there's a number of reasons. Thrust vectoring is really just a party trick unless you have a flight controller. If you have a flight controller and you're really good at setting stuff up, then it works. But for lay people like us that don't use flight controllers, thrust vectoring is like you flip a switch when you're really high. You could do some flat spins. You could do some crazy blah, blah, blah. RC is tough. With small RC like this size is very tough. Like a 90mm with thrust vectoring is a little more manageable because the controls are a little more controlled, basically, like the resolution in the servos. 120mm EDFs love thrust vectoring because it actually helps them, because it gives you more authority. So anyway, long story short, V1 did not have active canards. I have them glued right now with a little spar in there to hold them pinned, because I did this plane, I flew this 6 or 7 times on 3S 50mm. Now it's 4S. So, and I also added more control authority with the elevator and the roll. So I have the quad set up like the other planes that I have, and just 2 servos, and we're gonna get in a flight on 4S. So let's fly the 4S and see how it goes. There's a German Shepherd off the leash over there, and I don't want that German Shepherd to come and attack me if it thinks that I'm like doing something weird with the airplane. Oh man. Oh. Wow, it's got a lot of authority now. Do you see it just took off like it was on autopilot? I think it needs... Wow, wow. The stability of this is incredible. Look at it, sits in its high alpha and it just wants to just float. Look at it. There is something amazing about the design of this plane. NASA knew what they were doing, guys, and Grumman. It wants to float. Wow. I've never seen anything like this. I've never in my life launched a plane where it won't tip over, it won't do anything weird. Oh man. I don't even know how to explain what's happening. It wants to sit in high alpha and just go. Look at it. I'm going a quarter throttle, guys. It self-levels itself. I mean, maybe I should push the CG forward a little bit, but it's not unstable. All right, I pushed the nose down a little. I have never in my life ever seen a plane do this, where it flies around without touching the stick. So the CG must be back a little bit, but I kind of like it. It's so stable in the alpha. Look at it fly high alpha. All right, I'm gonna bring the CG forward like a hair. Wow, guys. It just floats. I mean, I don't know how else to describe this. I'm gonna bring the ESC. All right, wet hands. It's humid, so my hands are not drying. Okay, let's get another good flight in here. All right, ready? All right, got to go a little higher. There we go. Much better. Okay. Now we're in business. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, now it's right. Now it cruises level at half. Okay. I have never in my life flown a plane like this, guys. Look at the inherent stability of this thing. It wants to self-level itself. I've never experienced this before. I mean, how does something like this happen with just raw flight controls? I mean, it's just, let's see the roll. Holy. All right, so the roll rate is perfect. Off throttle. Look at this. Look at it, high alpha. It's a high alpha monster. It's just like the 3S version, but it just has enough more power to just get out of trouble. This thing, if up at a 64 scale, guys, it just self-levels itself. Look at it. Look at this. I've never. It's the easiest flying plane ever. Look at it. I'm not doing anything but just holding gentle back on the stick. Go a little faster, maybe. What an unbelievably good flying airplane. And it's got a lot of authority now. I don't think I'm going to activate the canards, guys. Honestly, I really don't think you need it. I'm going to go full back. Ready? Oh, it'll stall. It'll hover. It will hover. It'll stall itself. You don't need any more. You really don't. Look at this. Look at this thing. This is my first battery pack. I'm gonna actually, you know what? I'm gonna bring it in. Oh, okay. I lost a little bit of orientation. I'm going to put a new battery in this thing and get it up again. Okay, guys. Recovered the plane. And yeah, I took the expo out of the elevator because that's just not, it never worked for me. I've crashed so many planes because of the expo and the feel in the elevator. So only the Batwing gets expo on the elevator. So yeah, I think at the 50mm scale, I'm gonna say stick with no. You can put the active canards in there. I'm gonna model in some small servo holes for the canards if you want, because when you rolled over and you went full elevator back, you could probably do with a little bit more pitch authority, but for the most part it's got the perfect amount of everything. So in 64 or 70, which I know you guys want, you're definitely going to want to probably rock the canards. So let's get this thing flying again. I'm going to go high alpha, throw. Yep, just throw it high. Yeah, there you go. What a sweet, fantastic flying airplane. Look at it. You know what? I shouldn't paint planes because I'm nervous to crash it. I don't want to crash it because I painted it. Wow. It is a high alpha machine. Look at it. Tail slide. It's doing that by itself, guys. How is this even possible? The roll is crazy. It's got a lot of great characteristics, like the Su-47. Look at it. This is a showstopper. You want to go fly high alpha? It does it automatically. You don't even need to do anything. Man, this is like, they baked it into this airframe design over at NASA and Grumman. They knew they wanted it to be like a high alpha machine. And if you go watch the old videos of this thing flying, you can see that that's what it is. Oh man, it is really maneuverable. It just keeps its nose up. That's what it wants to do. Look at this thing. And I love the livery on this thing. That was a quarter stick on the roll right there. Try it again. Yep. Yeah. You don't want to add the canards for the 50. There's no reason to add that weight, guys. There's no reason. Wow. Unbelievable. All right, so I need a little bit of left trim. There we go. Look at this. Look at this. Oh, I came in a little too low and slow, and I couldn't keep the nose down to gain out airspeed to pull out of it because of the trees and like all the stuff over there, and I didn't want there to be a person, so I just put it down. All right, let's see. Make sure I didn't hurt her. Very resilient, and this is honestly, this is my biggest test on. You know what? I probably should have changed the battery anyway. This is my biggest test on wing strength design, because this thing has no spar, and look how thin these wings are. Look how thin. Sorry about the dirt and the grass, but super thin, super resilient. The wings dug in just there, and yeah. So I'm running low on battery time, or on memory card. I have confirm. All right, ready? My hands are wet. All right. So yeah, you got to throw it up. You got to throw it. You got to throw this thing. You can't wuss launch it. Yeah, man. There we go. Yeah, the CG is good now. Now you got, it's pitchy. It is pitchy. Look at the pitch. Oh yeah, you need the CG back a little bit. Watch this. Ready? Full back. Ready? Go. Oh man, that is great. Floats. Insane. Insane. It will tail slide, and that's what I got myself into trouble going the other direction behind me, because it has, when the airspeed is up like that, see, like that, it will tail slide. So you got to be gentle on the elevator, and it wants the alpha. Yep, the stall characteristics are good. All right, let's see the drill bit. Right, ready? Let's go full drill bit mode. Ready and go. Wow, look at this. I don't know, man. This would make a good Navy carrier plane. Maybe there's something coming. Maybe the FAXX, the next gen carrier fighter, is gonna have a forward sweep whip like this. Maybe it's already out there. We don't know about it. I mean, this thing, it literally floats in. Look at this. This is an X-Fly 50 millimeter. I gotta make this thing bigger. I'm gonna start printing it today, I think. Look at this, look at this. Look at this. All right, I'm gonna bring it in. Actually, no, I'm not gonna bring it in yet. Yeah, I'm gonna bring it in. I want to fly it more, but Awesome, guys. Wow, what a successful first 3 packs on this brand new print. I mean, could it use the active canards? Excuse me. Yeah, I mean, I think it may benefit, but also you got to think about the weight increase of running. I would say 3.7 gram servos right in this region here, and this is why the original one had this cutout right here for the canards, and it actually works out cool because with the cutout like that. Let me see if I can see what I'm showing you with my camera. So with these cutouts, you can run a small micro servo hidden underneath the wing here, and you can run the push rod up this way, and then have a control horn in the crease here. So so that's super cool. I'm gonna print this thing, and probably I'm gonna scale it up to 64, and yeah, I think I'm gonna think about some weight balance things and see if it's if that's something I want to do. And I'm gonna get back to you guys. I'm gonna fly this thing. I'm probably gonna bring it out later or tomorrow, fly another 3 packs, get more used to it, think about it a little bit, see what else I want to do. Maybe I'll just add the 3.7 gram servos for the canards just to see what happens. But it's got so much authority, I don't want to over control this thing or make it too complex for you guys when it's just easy to print, easy to build, and it has 2 servos. So I'll show you guys what it has. Let me get all the crap off this thing first. That's all it's got. That's all it's got. It's just 2 servos and 4 control surfaces. So yeah, there's really nothing to it. And you got an X-29 that flies without a gyro like that. I mean, my God. Well, I talk about self-leveling in the Viggen and the Schmigen. And the Delta Fighter has some of it, and there's a couple planes that like just want to self-level themselves. This one here is by far the craziest. When you fly this thing, you're gonna be like, what the heck? It launches straight, and it does this little thing where it just settles into level. I mean, it must be something inherent with my custom airfoil design that I use on a lot of my planes, and something I did with the washout on these. But I mean, you know, I don't have a wind tunnel to tell you for sure. But anyway, I hope you guys like this video. I really like this thing, and I think it looks really cool painted up like the original one. So let me know what you think about this video in the comments. Thanks.